912 Sports, Southeast Georgia's #1 source for high school sports. Welcome to On Air with 912 Sports, a weekly look at high school sports in Southeast Georgia, featuring coaches, players, and journalists who know the ins and outs of prep athletics. Presented by the award-winning writers and broadcasters of 912 Sports, and sponsored by Coastal Pines Technical College, Robbie Robertson Ford in Waycross, Kim Smoke, licensed realtor with Crossway Realty, Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery, Prime South Bank, and Gibson Animal Clinic. Now, this week's headline.
Just 7 more weeks until 912 Sports' 7th annual Southeast Georgia High School Football Media Day. Mark your calendar and join us on Saturday, July 31st. More details to come. It's been a week of summer camps. We're going to have reports from Brunswick and Pearson tonight. And the 2021 Georgia Dugout Club Senior All-State Games were played Saturday with teams representing 4 geographical locations around the state. We'll have a report from Mercer University in Macon with Evan Smoke coming up next.
At Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery, you don't have to be an athlete to get the region's best orthopedic care. Our board-certified orthopedic surgeons and physicians treat injuries and conditions that affect just about any joint or bone in your body. Plus, we're backed by the support of Southeast Georgia Health System. From fracture repair to joint replacement, Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery will get you moving again. Call 1-855-ASK-SGHS. That's 1-855-275-7447 or visit sghs.org/summit.
High schoolers, did you know that you can get a head start on your college career and save money at the same time through dual enrollment at Coastal Pines Technical College? Dual enrollment is open to high school juniors and seniors, tuition free. Talk to your high school counselor or visit coastalpines.edu for more information. Coastal Pines Technical College, an equal opportunity institution. Go Coastal.
Hello and welcome to Mercer Baseball Field, Ortho Georgia Park, Claude Smith Field, however you want to call it. But it's a great day for baseball. It's the Georgia Dugout All-State Baseball Classic. It's happening right to my left. I'm up here in the press box doing some PA. But 912 Sports duties always come first. We're going to get a little interviews here throughout the day. There's 4 teams with about 100 kids split across the state. There's a northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast geographically divided across the state. A lot of scholarships getting out today. There's a lot of game fare. Already seen some offensive firepower so far in games 1 and the middle of game 2 so far. So hopefully we're going to see some more for the rest of the day. The southeast team, which is where all of our kids are going to be playing, is on the field right now and they are winning. Hopefully I'll have an update for you in my outro. But as that being said, we're going to get some interviews from Blake Woods, Caleb Stewart, and J.D. Kaiser. Here we are with Statesboro catcher and Georgia Southern commit J.D. Kaiser. J.D., how you doing today?
I'm doing all right. It's been a good day so far.
Talk a little bit about this year at Statesboro.
It was a little up and down. We had a pretty decent team, but the passing of Coach Simmons about midway through the year, that was kind of tough on everybody. But we were the first team that made it through the first round of the playoffs since 2013. So that's always a big step in the journey for the guys below us to do even better next year's.
Well, absolutely. I actually called the last regular season game. I was on the Glenn Academy broadcast over there in Game 3. And you guys had to fight tooth and nail, and you were able to take 2 out of 3 from the Red Terrace, keep them from a region title, slide y'all into the playoffs. Talk a little bit about that series and what it meant for the whole year.
Glenn has a very, very good team. And, we knew we either win that series or we don't make the playoffs. So we went in there with a chip on our shoulder. So those first 2 games, we came out hot and nothing could have stopped us.
And let's take a step back from baseball right here. I mean, your family's deeply rooted in the Statesboro and the Statesboro high school community. Talk a little bit about that as you move on, your college experience.
My dad went to Statesboro, the head football coach at Statesboro. My mom went to Statesboro. That helped me out a lot. I moved here when I was in 9th grade, so it helped me know a lot more people, and it's allowed me to meet new people throughout the years, and I'm very thankful for that.
And speaking of college, you're not going far. As like I mentioned earlier, you are a Georgia Southern commit. You're going to be able to stay home, and get to play baseball at a D1 level. Talk a little bit about that. How excited are you for the future?
Very excited. To get that opportunity is great. can't wait to see what the future holds, and I'm ready for it.
Here I am, folks, with Glenn Academy Red Terror senior Blake Wood. How are you doing today, Blake?
Good, how are you?
Just talk a little bit about your experience today and how the game has been.
I don't think anyone's really worried about whether we win or lose these games. I mean, it's just about the atmosphere, being here with guys you played against since you were a little kid. So it's cool to play with them rather against them. So, I mean, I've had a great time. Play good, play bad. Just kind of here, enjoy the moment, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And, talk a little bit just about, because like you just said, you've played with these kids, since, you've travel ball, middle school, and now high school. This is some of the last times you're going to get to face off against these guys. Talk a little bit about, the nostalgia you're going to get from this, years down the road.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bittersweet moment, because I transferred from Wayne, so I play with all those Wayne guys that are here. So I'm playing with them for the last time, playing with guys from Brunswick High, our team rival. So I normally never play with Brunswick High. You play against Brunswick High. So playing with them is cool, but it's a little weird. But at the same time, it's something I can look back on and memorize for the rest of my life for sure.
And absolutely, and I was with y'all for the last little bit, at the Glenn Academy run into the Elite Eight, magical season. Talk about what this season meant for you and your seniors, and just for the Glenn Academy itself.
I mean, for us, it was huge. When I transferred in, coming into my junior year, GA was coming off a lost season. They lost the first round of playoffs. So it got hot our junior year. We're going crazy. Had really good numbers. No one had really ever expected. Started getting some more fans, more people in the stands, and then COVID hit. So that's a season woulda, shoulda, coulda, So for us to actually be able to see how far we could make it this year was a big thing for us because, like you said, that's not happened in 30-something years. So, I mean, it was pretty awesome. I wouldn't take back anything from it.
Some surprising news out of Brunswick last week with Coach Manjero retiring.
The way he handled it was so professional. He waited till after my signing day to tell us all, so that way it didn't take anything away from my signing. So, just utmost respect to him because he treated me like a son. Everything that I did was because Manjero told me it was the best thing for me, and anything he said, I trusted 100%. And that's how all the guys were. But I don't think Manji's going to bring in anybody that wouldn't do the job the way he does. So I feel like whoever comes in, Manjero is still going to have a little piece and a part into that because, I mean, those are his guys.
As we move from high school into college, you're going to be able to move on, like you just talked about your signing day. You're going to Florida State Community College in Jacksonville. So that's going to be a great thing for you. Talk a little bit about how excited you are for that and what are your goals when you get down there.
I mean, I'm super excited. I went and watched them play. I love how they interact with each other. Coach Frick, he coaches a lot like Coach Manjero, a little old school, rough, tough, stay on your butt. So, I mean, I'm excited for that. Not excited to get chewed out, but I know it'll make me a better player for when I go to the next level.
Here I am with Gator shortstop Caleb Stewart. You guys are coming right off that fantastic Final Four run. Let's talk a little bit about this season. Kind of remarkable season for Ware County.
Yeah, during the playoffs started, we all started to come together as a team, started just playing our game.
Absolutely. It was a great run, to see that first time we've been to the Final Four, and I don't know when, to be honest, but it was a long run, and, you're out here today. You're here at the Georgia All-State Classic. You played second base today, which is something unfamiliar, to people back home in Waycross. Talk a little bit about that. Was that much of a position change for you?
It was a different scenery. It was kind of getting a little adjusted to, but I feel like I could handle it.
Yeah, you had a big triple in the first game. Talk a little bit about that. Were you seeing the ball pretty well all day? Or?
I started seeing the ball really well after seeing a few pitches from every different pitcher they had up there. Started seeing it to contact and just be smooth.
Yeah, definitely for context, the Southeast team just played the Northeast team. The Northeast team seemed to have a new pitcher every 3 at-batters. They were throwing Johnny Allstaff, as they would say. But now that high school is done, you're going to move on to Atlanta. You're going to be a Georgia State Panther next year. I know you're excited about that. Let's talk a little bit about the recruitment and going into college next year.
Yeah, the recruitment started with the coach that's not even there anymore. We he was coming to watch us play South Effingham my 11th grade year. Right when our season got cut short, and he was already halfway there, and he called Coach Ammons and told him, "Hey, I'm still coming. Just do your practice plan." So Ammons got BP ready, and we had a little inter squad, and he liked what he's seen, and just got me more and more on the ship.
No, I mean, so as we move forward into your days in Atlanta, hopefully beyond, possibly, bigger college, major leagues, we'll get to that down the road. What are your goals in college? What are you trying to, move next?
Just keep my head on straight and just play ball the best I can. Keep my grades up, stay eligible.
Welcome back to Claude Smith Field here at Mercer University, as the Georgia Dugout All-State baseball games have finally finished. The Southeast team, which includes players from all over the 912 sports coverage area, finished with a record of 1-1 on the day. In Game 1, we're leading most of the way, but some couple costly walks and pitching errors in the bottom of the 7th inning created a big problem, and after a couple costly walks, once again, they were able to walk in a run, keep everything down. So in reality, really tough Game 1 loss, but move forward into Game 2 in a big offensive performance. 8-2 was the final score. They lost to the Northeast. They lost to the Northeast team in Game 1, but they were going to defeat the Southwest team in Game 2. Caleb Stewart had a triple on the day. A couple great pitching performances from Cole Bacum, from Jeff Davis, and Tyler Dennison from Wayne County. Just an all-around great day of baseball here.
Thanks, Evan, and congratulations to the 912 area players representing Southeast Georgia and Macon on Saturday. And a special congratulations to Brunswick High Pirates pitcher Isaiah Wellman, who stepped up to throw the final pitch of his high school career and got him looking.
Gibson Animal Clinic is ready to help with your animals. From cats to dogs to horses, we treat them all. Call on us for grooming, bathing, boarding, and more serious things like surgery, dentistry, spay, neuter, immunizations, heartworm prevention, flea control, complete lab testing, radiology, preventive health care. Call us at 285-7678. Open Saturdays for your convenience. Gibson Animal Clinic. Practical solutions with reasonable fees. Russell J. Gibson, DVM.
Gibson Animal Clinic, 108 Riverside Drive, across from Harvey's in Waycross.
Hablamos español en nuestra clínica.
It makes sense Prime South Bank would have a great mobile app. Nobody is as mobile as our customers. For a century, they've chased dreams, followed their hearts, took the road less taken, made a new path, taken leaps of faith. At Prime South, offering the latest digital banking, secure pay apps, and new online lending is part of a mobile tradition that goes way back. Life is mobile. So is Prime South. Find your Prime. Member FDIC.
Hello everybody, I'm Kevin Price for On Air with 912 Sports. It's summertime, and obviously summertime often means youth sport camps. Here at Brunswick High School, they offered a football camp for the kids last week. This week, it's a basketball camp. Here at 912 Sports, we were curious as to what the coaches teach these kids in these camps, so we asked for permission to go camping with the Pirates, and the coaches of both these programs here at Brunswick High School said, yeah, come on. So that's what we decided to do, and we wanted to share our experience inside these camps with all the folks around Southeast Georgia. So let's go camping with the Pirates right now.
The Brunswick High football team was the first Brunswick athletic program to roll out a youth camp this summer. The Pirates held their camp last Wednesday through Friday on their practice fields at the high school. During the first week, the school was out for the summer in Glenn County. Brunswick High head coach Sean Pender and his assistants ran the camp with the help of several Pirate players who volunteered to assist the coaches with the camp.
We break it down into there's 4 different categories of the camp. The first one is we got 8 stations that we do, and the 8 stations that we do are all basic fundamentals. There's a blocking station that they learn how to do, which is interior blocking, like if you were an offensive lineman. There's a station for perimeter blocking if you are an outside receiver or running back doing that type of blocking. There is a ball handling station that if you're a running back or even after you're a receiver and you're catching, you got to learn how to run with the football. There's a station for receiver play. There's a station for quarterback fundamentals. There's another station for D-line fundamentals, and they end like sacking the quarterback. There's another one that teaches open field tackling where we have there's little donuts that you roll. We'll roll the donuts out there and they'll learn how to tackle that. They have to go through bags to learn how to pick up their feet, like linebacker play. So we'll go through those 8 different type of fundamental stations for the first part of the camp. Then we break it off into defensive section. And we go defensive section, there's a whole area that they do defensive back fundamentals. Now, every kid in the camp, regardless of your body type or what you do, you get to experience everything. So all of them will go through those 8 stations. Then all of them will go to 3 different defensive stations, which is defensive line play, and they'll do a couple fundamental drills there. Linebacker play, and we'll teach them different things of linebacker play, and then defensive back play. Then we will switch it over to the offensive side of the ball, and then the quarterbacks and receivers will get together and they'll do little stations between them. Then they'll do the running back station, which they'll again do different things with, and then of course offensive line station. And everybody, regardless, will go through all those as well. Then we'll do an obstacle course, and in the obstacle course is all sorts of different type of football fundamentals that are involved in the obstacle course: speed, agility, just all different types of footwork stuff, strength when you're doing the bear crawl, getting up, and we always finish with a good tackle at the end of the obstacle course. And then you have the pump, pass, and kick, thing that they'll do. And on the last day, we do something called Pirate Ball, which is a mixture of 7-on-7 type football, but it's everybody, and ultimate frisbee. So it's like football, ultimate frisbee combined, so everyone's eligible and they go around having a good time, and that's kind of how we ended up. And then also we have a little pizza party at the end of the day, or today was wrap sandwiches, and tomorrow will be something different as well.
The camp was open to kids in kindergarten through 7th grade. Pender said the Pirates try to teach the campers football basics, but try to make the learning fun at the same time.
We'll teach them the fundamentals and how to do things, have fun doing it, but they interact with some of the players that are here, and they have a good time interacting with the players, and it just kind of gives them someone they know when our players go to read to them and stuff. When they're at elementary school, they'll get that familiar face and just have fun with them when they're doing it.
Of course, a camp like this one the Pirates held gives the BHS coaches a chance to be on the field with what may be the next generation of Pirates. There's a good chance many of the young players in the camp might one day be attending Brunswick High School and playing football for the coach there.
If you come to this camp, when you're here, you get a t-shirt at the end of the camp, and then you get to come to our first home game for free. You get in the game for free, you get on the field during warm-ups, and you get to interact with our squad. We'll let you come into the locker room for the pregame pep talk, and they really enjoy that. They're looking forward to that as well. So yeah, it's never too early to be a Pirate.
Now this week all the action for the young athletes at Brunswick High was inside as the Pirates boys basketball team held its annual basketball basics camp in the school gym. Now if you're familiar with BHS hoops, you know the Pirates have one of the better programs within the 912 area code. So spending a few days in early summer dribbling a basketball at BHS in the Camp for Champs, as head coach Chris Turner and his Pirates like to call it, it's probably something any aspiring young player should consider doing.
Right. So we're here. We're just back to the basics. We're trying to teach the kids the fundamentals. What we do is in the morning we do station work, trying to help them with their fundamental skills, and then in the last hour we actually have a league where they're actually playing in the league, and so. And as we go in the morning, we're just trying to correct them on the basic basketball, and also trying to teach them how to be good teammates and keep the gym clean, things like that. So to cheer and root for each other. So yeah, I mean, it's fundamentals. It's also some life type stuff. So we do have a good time with it. We do a pizza shot where every kid gets to shoot from half court to win a pizza. So that's a lot of fun. But mostly fundamentals early, and then applying those fundamentals later in the day.
Once again, the BHS camp, which opened Monday and ended today, was open to boys and girls in the 3rd grade up through high school. The day our very own Kevin Price attended the camp in the Brunswick gym, it was full of kids in high tops who were bouncing orange balls off the wood floor. The camp ran from 9 a.m. to noon each day. The coaches, who were assisted by BHS players, sent the players through various drills each day before turning them loose on the floor so they could compete in games, while hopefully utilizing some of what they had learned in camp while playing the game. Coach Turner said the coaches also try to make sure the campers understand many of the drills they do at the camp they can do on their own time as well.
Right, we do. We try to show the kids, the things that they can do at home, the ball handling, the spin the ball to themselves, stepping in correctly, learning how to play 3-on-3, learning how to start in shooting close instead of far out. We did a jump rope station where we think the jump rope is really important for coordination and quickness that they can do on their own. Different type passing drills that they can actually do off a wall. Just real simple things that they can do even by themselves. If they've got a partner, it's even better. So all the drills can be worked on in the summer. That's what we're trying to get them to do, is understand that summer is a time where real basketball kids get a lot better.
All right.
When their games are done each day, the young campers put up the basketballs and make sure the floor is clean before heading out after another good day's work on the court. The BHS coaches have more work to do, though, as their high school players report for duty. June is a time when high school teams attend camps and play games as they look toward their next season. BHS is no different. The Pirates are practicing at school this week after the morning youth camp, and late next week they head out for a team camp that will attract college coaches who will be there to evaluate players.
Well, June right now, this week we're all about camp, and we're about camp for the younger players, and our kids that are playing for us will be in here after the camp. Next week we're going to the live camp in Atlanta for the 18th and 19th, where the college coaches will be there and get a chance to get these kids some exposure. So, our summer is all about getting better, all about getting stronger, all about improving their fundamentals, and we'll play a few games along the way.
So there you have it. That's what's been happening here at Brunswick High School. Thanks to the Brunswick High football and basketball programs for allowing us access to their camps. There are more camp opportunities for kids coming up here in Glenn County. Check out Glenn County Schools Athletics for more information regarding those camps. Also, check out the high school sites for camp opportunities in your neck of the woods and get your kids out to a summer camp. They're a lot of fun. For On Air with 912 Sports, I'm Kevin Price reporting from Brunswick.
Play it loud and rev it up. Robbie Robertson's got trucks built for tough.
Make your way to Robbie Robertson Ford in Waycross, where the deals are bigger than ever. Looking for a stylish midsize car, a spacious SUV, or a truck that performs at work and play? Robbie Robertson wants your vehicle and is paying top dollar. Now is the time to buy. Fords are cheaper in the swamp.
At Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery, you don't have to be an athlete to get the region's best orthopedic care. Our board-certified orthopedic surgeons and physicians treat injuries and conditions that affect just about any joint or bone in your body. Plus, we're backed by the support of Southeast Georgia Health System. From fracture repair to joint replacement, Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery will get you moving again. Call 1-855-ASK-SGHS. That's 1-855-275-7447 or visit sghs.org/summit.
Now we go to Pearson, Georgia and Atkinson County, where the future started June 1st. 6th, 7th, and 8th graders from Atkinson Middle School started summer workouts under the watchful eye of coaches. More than 24 middle school rebels took part, putting in work toward the future of Atco football. But it takes dedication. The bus comes early and the work is hard. After warm-ups, they hit the weight room where they learn proper technique and safety while under the weight and while spotting for their teammates.
Thumbs in the right spot, eyes under the bar, eyes under the bar. You good?
Down. 1, 2, up. Now look, you do this all the way up here.
Then they head outside for speed and agility drills in the summer sun.
Hello, Michael Douglas. That's his sister's boy.
Future players who attend at least 6 of the 9 practices in June will earn a No Excuses shirt, and coaches say the reward for July is going to be even better. Middle school athletic director Kevin McDonald wants to help high school coach Carl McGowan build a strong team, starting with the middle school feeder program. From Pearson, Georgia, this is Rob Asbell for 912 Sports.
The Ware County High School Gator Baseball Program congratulated 2 scholarship winners at their awards banquet on Monday night. Caleb Stewart was the 2021 recipient of the Gary G.T. Taylor Jr. Memorial Scholarship from the family of Mr. Taylor. Coach Jamie Ammons stated that Caleb was chosen for his refusal to lose by modeling character traits possessed by Mr. Taylor. Caleb has set the precedent for future Gators during his career. He set realistic goals as a freshman, then refused to accept failure as an option. Caleb will continue his baseball career at Georgia State University. The second scholarship given out was a special one for the Gator Baseball Program. The Southeast Georgia Softball Baseball Memorial Scholarship was named for a former coach of the Ware County Gators. Coach James Conley was in attendance and was surprised when Coach Ammons asked him to come up front as he was to give out the scholarship named after him for this year, the James Conley Southeastern Memorial Scholarship. This year's recipient was senior outfielder Jet Justice. Jet is continuing his baseball career at East Georgia State College. Also this week, the Ware County Gators girls softball program was able to award 2 scholarships. The Lady Gators softball program would like to congratulate Avian Truel and Savannah Jeffers on receiving a scholarship through the Southeast Georgia Softball Baseball Memorial Fund. The Lady Gators are honored to name this year's scholarship the Evan Todd Memorial Scholarship. Evan was a huge part of the Lady Gators and has left lasting impression on the program at Ware County High. Head coach Rebecca Kirkland said that Evan was always a hard worker and did what it took to continue to get better. She also was such a wonderful teammate and young lady. Avian and Savannah will both continue their softball careers at Georgia Military College in the fall. Coach Kirkland thanked the Southeast Georgia Softball and Baseball Memorial Fund for selecting these 2 outstanding young ladies. Congratulations to all 4 Ware County Gators from 912 Sports.
This has been On Air with 912 Sports. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week with more coverage of Southeast Georgia high school sports. On Air with 912 Sports has been brought to you by Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery, Prime South Bank, Gibson Animal Clinic, Coastal Pines Technical College, Robbie Robertson Ford in Waycross, and Kim Smoke, licensed realtor with Crossway Realty. This has been a presentation of 912 Sports, Southeast Georgia's #1 source for high school sports.